$35 for one booster? We're living in crazy town now. We are firmly situated in crazy town. All right, I am interrupting the video to let you know that we ran into a couple of problems recording this one. The first problem is that the video was not lit properly. So as a result, at a certain point in the video, I'm going to say, I'll put the images up here on the green screen up in the background for you. Now, that's not happening, man. I tried it and it ends up looking awful. There's no way to make that work. So just ignore what I say, but only that part. You can pay attention to everything else that I say in the video and pay special attention to the fact that since it's a massive heat wave that I'm all sweaty and gross. And you know what's great about noticing all of this during editing when you're doing a pack that you only have one of? There's no do-overs. So I'm stuck with this. I opened a $35 booster. There ain't no going back. So enjoy the close-ups on my sweaty, sweaty face. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. We are here today to open a $35 Planeswalker booster. This is from Gideon's signature spellbook. Now, when you buy that box, if you've seen it on the shelf and you've wondered to yourself, oh, what's inside there? This is it. This tiny little booster pack. They give you a huge square box and it extends the artwork. You see how you got the little squiggly McDigglies down here? Well, they get extended out a little on the box. And then behind him, when you open the box, you pull it out. This is what it says. It says, when the fight seems hopeless, fight harder. Wow, such inspirement. Wow, we're really going to miss you, Gideon. We're really going to miss you, buddy. You've made a huge impact on us with your amazing words. Remember the flavor text of that one card where it's like, Gideon may not know this, but he definitely knows a bad guy and how to punch or some dumb nonsense. I can't even remember. My brain creates a block where it's like, no. Don't even remember that dreadful flavor text where it's like, Gideon can still punch bad guys in the face. It's like, oh, come on, man. Come on. So, if you guys don't know what the deal is, this was actually originally created as like a tribute to Gideon because he's gone now. He's in the arms of the angel. Sarah McLachlan's playing for him and he is no longer with us. So yeah, this booster pack is the second in the signature series spellbook deal where they basically theme a bunch of cards specifically to a planeswalker. Now I'm gonna try something different this time. Normally when I do a booster opening, I change it to like a top-down angle and we're looking at like a table with a playmat on it. But what I want to do this time is I want to try opening the booster pack so that I can put the artwork that's on the card in the background so you can kind of enjoy that as a nice back piece. What's in here, what's supposed to be in here, are 8 different cards of the set. There's 8 different cards in this set and an additional card that will be a foil of one of those cards. Now, what you got to bear in mind is there have been a ton of these that have mistakes in them. So there'll be duplicates of particular cards, you'll have a card missing. And these things cost $35 where I am. $35 for this. So let's crack into it. I'm gonna be saving these cards for my King Cube. For those of you guys who didn't know, I'm switching my King Cube over to a King Cube built out of cards that I've been sent by people. So that's how, oh, look at that. I've never had this happen with a booster before. Look at that. That's kind of interesting. I'm like taking off the, look at that. Look at that. Look, what? Oh no, oh, funky. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's actually kind of neat, isn't it? I created like this is regular. Now he's all shadowy figure. And here's the fat version of him. Fattion. All right. Well, let's see if we can. I mean, we got to go all the way with this now, right? We got to try and. I'm gonna have a specialized Silver Surfer booster opening of this. Oh, okay. I didn't do as good a job on this side, but still, there we go. Now I feel like I'm getting more for my my value here. There we go. All right. You know what? We'll put it on. It'll be a little giddy up bib. A little bib for the meal that we are about to eat here. All right, let's get on in. Let's get on into the Gideons. To the Gideons Express. Does it start with the foil? It does. It does start with the foil. So we got a foil Martyr's Bond. Now this artwork is done by Seb McKinnon. There's a reason I told you guys that I wanted to have the art in the background. Because, I mean, look at that. Focus! There we go. Look at that. Martyr's Bond is a very interesting card. It's like a Grave Pact, but expanded out to way past Grave Pact levels, right? 6 mana, and the current wording of the card, because this was originally printed in a commander set, is whenever Martyr's Bond or another non-land permanent you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a permanent that shares a card type with it. So this is pretty gross for commander. Honestly, these are going in my King Cube. So I guess I'll put the foil version in my King Cube and I'll have a regular version if the regular version is in here, if they didn't mess it up. So let me just put this one down gently. Oh, here we go. Here's actually the card that a lot of people said that they got multiple copies of. It's the Blackblade Reforged. Is it supposed to have this weird light effect up at the top? I don't know. That almost looks misprinty, but either way, this is the Blackblade, and this is the Blackblade is the weapon of Daken Blackblade. Come on, man, focus. What if I? There we go. Blackened Dakblade, apparently. All right, so Daken Blackblade. This is his weapon, and Daken Blackblade was originally painted by Richard Kane Ferguson, so they actually got Richard Kane to come and do the Gideon's version specifically, and I am a huge fan. A huge fan of this artwork. I love Richard Kane Ferguson. One of my absolute favorites. So this one says, when a equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. It's a 2 casting cost artifact. Equip legendary creature for 3, and equip regularly for 7. So that's what you're getting with this. And okay, so maybe we're not going to get 2 Blackblades. Then we've got Worship. Oh yeah. So this, I don't know, man. This, I mean, it shows Gideon holding up a little like tribute, I guess, to Oketra. That's what's going on here, is he's showing tribute to Oketra. I don't really care for the artwork, but I definitely like Worship. I mean, the fact that this thing will keep you alive as long as you have a creature out is pretty solid. It's very difficult to take somebody out with damage when as long as they have a creature out, they can't actually be reduced to below 1, honestly. Flavor text says, even after all that befell Amonkhet, Gideon never believed his trust in Oketra was misplaced. It was, Gideon. It was. You blew it. You backed the wrong horse. Then we've got True Conviction. This one's gross, man. 6 mana. The white mana symbols look kind of wonk in this. The cards definitely look very different. So 6 mana. And what does this one do? It's an enchantment that gives all your creatures double strike and lifelink. That's pretty nuts, man. That's pretty nuts. Woo! Speaking of nuts, the heat here is nuts. So you can see it in my sweatification. All right, after that, we've got, bam, what's this? Shielded by Faith. All right, so this is an enchantment that makes a creature indestructible. It's 3 mana to put out, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you can switch it over to that creature. So, and the artwork just kind of shows Gideon, like, I don't know, shielded by Faith, and he's just noodling up in front of his face with his Saral. So, Then we've got Rest in Peace. Honestly, this one, I like this one a lot. This is cool. I mean, we've got a statue representing Gideon here. He's got his hand up. I did the Oath of the Gatewatch. I don't really care about that part that much, but I like the whole, it gives me a feeling of like Athens with these like marble columns and such. It seems like a really cool memorial. Very, very nice. And the card itself is solid too. I mean, 2 mana, when it enters the battlefield, you exile all cards from the graveyard, and if a card or token will be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Interesting how it says a card or token. Oh well, whatever. I like the card. I definitely do. I will keep watch. How are you going to keep watch, Gideon? You dead, boy. Ooh, then we got a big, sexy instant right here. Path to Exile. 1 mana. A lot of people know what this one does. Exile target creature. Its controller may search the library for a basic land card, put that card on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle their library. That one's, this actually has some really like explosive artwork. Action! I like action! Moving on. We've got, oh, Martyr's Bond. Okay, we already did Martyr's Bond. Oh, I actually got a proper one. There are no mistakes with mine. Very cool. I got all the cards I'm supposed to. So I got Gideon Jura here. 2 white, 3 colors for a 6 loyalty planeswalker, +2 during target opponent's next turn. Creatures that player controls attack Gideon Jura if able. -2, destroy target tapped creature. And 0, until end of turn, he becomes a 6/6 human soldier creature that's still a planeswalker. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to him this turn. So this is the original Gideon. You can tell because it has his full name, right? Like there's Jace Balerion, Liliana, all that stuff. Liliana Vess, where they say their full name, like their parents are talking to them, they've been bad. Gideon Jura, clean up your room. So overall, what do I think of the box set? Well, you know what? Now that dinner's over and I didn't get a drop on me, let's get rid of this. What do I think about it? I think that it's overpackaged, and I think that the signature spell books are overpriced. In all honesty, this is definitely cool because, as I said, I am to go ahead and change my King Cube up so that it does. It no longer. I'm basically getting rid of my old King Cube and I'm replacing it with cards that I've been sent out by people. I have a number of different things that have already been sent. Some of them are like altered arts. Some of them are like fan mod painted cards, things like that. But either way, I'm now building a fan version of the King Cube. That's the way we're going. So special thanks to James P., who was the one who was kind enough to send this booster pack out to me, because in all honesty, I wasn't willing to spend the $35 that it would take to acquire one of these. And being the smart guy that he is, he ditched the box and just mailed me the pack. Because honestly, the amount of extra shipping it would cost to mail that box isn't worth it, because the box adds nothing. It's just to hide the fact that they're selling you a 9-card booster pack for $35. $35 for a 9-card booster pack. Anyways, let's talk about people who know what to do with their money, and that would be my patrons and my channel members. Thank you very much for supporting my grand works. And remember,
together we are